Welcome, all you beautiful souls, to your weekly energy update, and this is for July 10th through July 17th. This week we have a big moon happening. It's actually a super full moon on the 13th, which will be in Capricorn. That'll be around 12:37 p.m. Mountain Time, so wherever you're at in the world, you can adjust it with that. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and you can kind of look at Saturn as the wise old taskmaster. And he basically wants to give us a challenge of some sort in some area of our life. And if we apply the energy and the attention towards that task, then we do get a little reward for doing that Saturn gives to us. So what we're going to be looking at for the energy of this reading is just what advice does your spirit support team on the other side have for you relating to your tasky mission that will be applied during this time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in for our reading for each zodiac sign, and I'm jumping into yours right now. All right, Scorpios, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Divine Guidance deck. Any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. Give these a quick shuffle. All right, so for our Scorpios, what advice do you have for them on this adventure? They do want that one right there. And you've got card number 15. Oh, look at that beautiful green, beautiful heart chakra energy. And I call these the spiritual ink blot test because they're fractal images, but whatever you see in it is a special message for you. So whatever you see, take that, whatever resonates. And then I'm also going to read from the book here and see what energies come with this card. And this is the Dragon Guide. So Dragon is here to help you take a stand in your life. Others may have strong opinions about what you should be doing or how you should be doing it. It could also be that others are interfering when they should not be. Dragon has come to help you stand firm for what you believe is right, even if that means breathing a little fire to get your point across. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Dragon is here to help you claim your power and your right to live your life as you see best. Wow. So definitely some freedom coming in here this tasky mission that you're on is about you standing up for yourself and not fearing, what other people will think. Really releasing that people-pleasing fear that we have, that what if I don't do this? What if I fail? And, most people are only caring about how things impact themselves. I mean, you can tell whenever you start to talk to anyone about something that's going on to your life, this is what's going on in my life too. And It just, with the human side of us, wants to talk about themselves. It cares about itself because it's comparing itself to everyone else. So when you just realize that when it happens there and go, oh, okay, most people are concerned whether they're fitting in or not, and they're just using you as the gauge, one of the many gauges to determine their worth, right? And that's what we do too, of course, because that's the mirror for us. And if we look at going, oh, okay, I care so much about what they think of me, but what do I think of me? And I love that. Now, we're also going to look at this Light Seers Tarot and see what else they would like you to know, what advice they have for your little tasky mission adventure that you're on, reviewing your life here. All right. So for our Scorpios, okay. What else? Okay, and what else? And these two. Okay. So we got these two and this one and these two. Just line those up. And we will start with this one down here. And the Two of Cups. So cups are your emotions, and the Two of Cups are about emotional choices. It's a general reading. So for some, this is about love, finding that love, that special person in your life. But it can be any relationship in the physical realm. But even more so, this is a spiritual, deep spiritual meaning for this, is that you've got these two sides. You have the human experience, your human avatar, this human character that you're playing, and then you have the actor behind the character, which is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. And this is about the ability to join both of those together and walk with that harmony between the two, rather than feeling like your shadow, your ego, your human side is something that needs to be destroyed or controlled. Think of it as a piece of yourself that you're experiencing this life through, and that in joining together, in introducing your higher self to your human self, you can walk hand in hand through this instead of feeling like you're at odds with it. And so I love that, awareness that's coming in here around this for you. And then you have the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups, pages it's about newness. It's about messages. It's about, I love this one because they have when pigs fly up here, this is about a new emotional level. This is where you are at, and this is where you can go to, where you're like, oh, I can be up here instead. And so you are moving to this new level of your emotions here. I know with that dragon guide there, they're like, yeah, I'm ready to take you to a new place where you're not limited by this feelings, about these restrictions, these fears of letting people down. That helps you in all your relationships. But as you connect to this higher awareness of who you are, it's like I kind of see it now here too, as this is your human side living on the earth, and then here's your higher self up here going, hey, you can come up here. You can even see the little radiation from the heart here, which we talked about, the heart chakra energy here with that green coming in as well. So I love that. And just as I'm saying that, the clouds parted on the outside and it got brighter in the room too. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is about your outside worldly experience. And the Seven of Pentacles is about watching and knowing that even though you're not seeing maybe the fruit growing on the outside yet, there is a lot of growth that's going on underneath the surface, behind the scenes. There's a lot that's unfolding for you for your physical world. And this is about just having that patience, knowing that the world doesn't, we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. The world unfolds in its seasons. It has the each of those 3 months has its purpose, on purpose, for a purpose. But part of the process is that the roots grow deep to get the nourishment so that it comes out here. And you also can see from his hand here, there's this love that's flowing too. So putting love and focusing this love that you're getting into those areas of your life that you want to grow. Don't be focusing your energy on things that you don't want to have happen, because that's just growing for you. Not that I'm saying don't, but it's like you could if you want to. They're just advising you. The advice they have is be aware of where the energy is that you're investing and growing. And are you investing it in what you want? Because this message with this card sometimes too comes in, that you see the fruit start to grow on the tree, and you're like, oh, that's right, I planted an apple tree because other people wanted apples. So we were people pleasing and growing what you thought everyone else wanted you to grow. But you're like, I want to grow an avocado tree. So you change your emphasis on where you're investing your energy, focusing more on what you want in your life, standing up for yourself, like this Dragon Guide card said, and changing that. So this could represent the change of career. It can be a change of relationship where you're investing your energies. Then they want to bounce over here to the Ace of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. This also could represent messages. So you have the pages, which are like messengers, and then you have new messages coming in too. So be aware and be on the lookout as you realign your energy. focusing on what you want in your life, you are going to see opportunities come in and new thoughts and new beliefs around all that too. You can see this is like this projection that's happening here from deep, deep within. So when you are able to get past these thoughts and these beliefs that were limiting you, you know, all those supposed to, like it said supposed to, so much in that card, which is a trigger phrase for me to represent our expectations, those fears we have in, you know, you should be this, you should be doing that, you're supposed to, you need to, you have to, you must. Those are all those popular opinions from the outside world telling you who you should be and what you should be doing. But this is this change of mind. The Ace of Swords does two things. The sword allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which helps you understand what it is you truly want, how you uniquely want to express your unconditional love with the world. It also allows you to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that are no longer serving you, those that were limiting you before, all those shoulds and supposed tos that were making you feel trapped, which also kept you from seeing how things could unfold, how you could make certain core dreams that you have come true because of the supposed tos and shoulds and people pleasing, right? So you do have this change of mind that's coming in, and I love that for you. It's both on these cards too. Yeah, because then you have the 10 of Pentacles. And this is great. Pentacles, you know, like we had here, Pentacles is, this 10 of Pentacles is all about abundance, overabundance. It's even beyond, like the 9 of Pentacles is about you being fulfilled and complete and within your own self. But the 10 of Pentacles is that you are so blessed that it flows out to you and it impacts generations to come, even the dogs and the grandchildren, the children's children, and, you know, a society going forward. I mean, things that you can do this, I kind of feel like this dream that you have, if you live your dream, it'll make this impact. You have the Tree of Life here, which two things come through for that for you here, which I love how these match up, these beautiful yellows. One is that this is like a family tree. It references like a family tree, you know, especially with the generations and all this, that you are the one that gets to have this power, this, you know, dragon power that's coming in for you to stand up, for you to take your power, and it changes your family tree. It changes like these chains that have been passed down from generation to generation, that, you know, there's always like addictions and abuses, but there's also belief systems, there's occupations even that come down from generation to generation, like everyone's a lawyer, everyone's a doctor, everyone works in the family business, everyone goes into the military. You know, there's this thing comes in, and with this power card at your center, it is about you standing up for yourself, and because of that, it does break these chains that happen. And you, by you standing up and going, maybe the first one in the family that goes against the grind, that others were waiting for someone to do it. They showed me like at a dance club back in the early, you know, 20 or more years ago, when I would go to dance clubs, we'd get there sometimes and no one was dancing and no one wanted to go out and be the first one. But you could tell as soon as someone was brave enough to go out and be the first, then whoosh, people all you know, went on there. It's like someone had to be the first, and then everyone else felt safe, and they were like, okay, I'm not the one that was out there. There's other people. Let's go. And so that's kind of how the feeling I have with that. The other thing is with this Tree of Life from the Kabbalah or Kabbalah, depending on how you pronounce it. You start up here at the very, very top is you as your higher spirit being, and then there's this path we all take to come down here to the very bottom to represent your lower self. And so this also is this recognition of the path that you're on, of moving back and connecting to your higher self, which is we basically mentioned in these two cards too. So it is being reiterated about it, the importance of claiming your true power, moving beyond this limiting physical human avatar that you are, and reconnecting to your higher self, that powerful self as well. So loving it. We're also going to pull from these You Are Awesome deck here for your final messages for this week. All right, so for our Scorpios, what else? Okay, any other messages? Okay, and that one there. So you do get two. Your first one is this one. Let you see that, and then I'll read it. And that one says, with a new day comes new strengths and new challenges, like keeping ice cream from melting while running up a mountain before the sun rises without being seen. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, I think that's the abominable snowman. He loves ice cream. So yeah, these new challenges, but the strengths, recognizing the strengths that you really do have, you know, and this dragon guide is really bringing that in for you here. And then I love these cards; they're so hilarious. And that one says, my obstacles are fading away and my path toward greatness is clear. I just have to keep away from black holes. Yes, the black holes are the people pleasing, right? Those, you know, a lot of times you'll find that you're investing all this energy into those expectations, and it does feel like a black hole because it's like all this energy goes into it and you get nothing out of it. It's like, where did it all go? It's going in nowhere, you know? And so with this new change, with this new awareness, this new strength, this new awareness that you're coming in with, does give you this power to realize who you really are. Nothing will seem impossible. You'll see ways to do things where you didn't see ways before. Obstacles will be removed because you won't see them as obstacles anymore. You'll be like, okay, that was a false obstacle. It was a figment of your imagination, because the fear of doing it was like, well, but if I do that, these people are going to be mad. And you're like, well, that's their choice. They can just as easily choose to support you in what you're doing. And if they don't, too bad, right? You get to stand up for you. And I love this for you. All right, Scorpios, if you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, and subscribe to the channel, especially when you do those things, it makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am very, very grateful for that. These also are general readings, and if you're looking for specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, mighty Scorpios, as you go through this revealing week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.